getting some things set up here. Alright, let's do this. Hello stream. So what I'm about to do is what the title says. Some extreme pad modding. So I've got these bracketless pads here. The pad modding is going to be so extreme that it's going to go in the completely opposite direction again. It's going to come back to the way it was before. Basically the opposite end of the pad spectrum. Going back to stock. Because I've decided that I don't like the setup anymore. So, because I've concluded that the advantages and disadvantages, the disadvantages outweigh the advantages of bracketless completely. Did you see Ryan's? Ryan's what? Which Ryan? Who's Ryan? Stetson. I've seen a lot of mods that he's done. He does some pretty wacky things with his pad. Really big brain stuff, I'd say. So let me just get started with undoing all these screws. He's got like a... What does he have? He has like a huge, like, lead brick in the center of his pad. Something like that. But, yeah, he mods it to the way he likes it. So it works for him, then that's great. That is great for him. Get these in here. I have a place to store these screws. What mod you doing? I'm doing the Control Z mod. If you know what that does, it's basically making this pad look like that again. Like I said, extreme pad modding. It's going to make it look like a DDR Extreme again. Well, X, but you know, it's just going from one end to the other. Extreme pad modding. Yeah. It's a sport. It should be a speed run, honestly. I should have made the splits. I only have this one little Allen wrench, so it's gonna take me a lot of time. Definitely can't save frames this way. I would need like a power drill. An Allen key power drill. that even exist? Is that even safe? I can't imagine like using a power drill for an Allen wrench. As I think that's a good way to just strip the screws. Hate Allen wrenches though. They're so... They do that. Slip out of my hand. Oh. Alright, so that is every screw that locks the pad down. I take every panel out. It's up there. There's not a lot of wear. Not that I've really been playing on it too much, but I'm surprised that it's held on pretty well. Like no wear, no damage at all. Yeah, it's mostly pretty clean still. Even with you could scratch off all the stickiness, the residue, and still all right. Careful where I step. Here. Hey. Come on. Come on. Yep. Ooh. Alright, arrows out. Ooh, there's more residue on this one. You can rub that off. Yeah. Oof. Okay. All right. So the hardest part, more like the most tedious part. It's undoing all the L brackets. All these L brackets have 3 sets of screws in them, 4 L brackets each panel. This is a lifesaver, by the way. This is a magnetic screwdriver. This thing really helps with keeping my screws from falling down the hole. There's like these dirt holes in each panel, and a lot of stuff that almost fell down. So there's four holes in each panel, basically to just like push dirt out into the bottom underneath the pad. And well, that was fun. That was good. All right. Low bracket. Sensor channels already. I didn't stick down the sensor channel. Actually, would have been a waste of time. So I still got these sensor channels, all brand new. All I have have to do is just like rub some of the dust off of it and it should be fine. What were the brackets? What's where the brackets used to be? Sorry, I don't. Not following. Where the brackets used to be? What I mean, are you talking about the dust channels? The corner of each panel has a bracket. Well, not these. These panels, like, so these panels, they're bracketless. There's yeah, there's no metal piece. It's like four drilled in screw holes here for the bracketless panels, and that's what I installed here to kind of like trial, just to compare with the traditional setup. The old setup over there being the DDR with brackets. Turning it back, what did you have where that part used to be? Oh, you mean the frame? I still have the frames. I didn't throw them away. Yeah, I'll show you what the frames look like. So this is the old metal frame. So these, yeah, right here. This frame, that's what used to be in the pad, and that's what's in 2P right now. Oh, something fell out. It's a screw that secures it in place. Yeah. Well, these also are going back in. Right now, what's in there are bracketless, pump it up center panel frames, and they're made of plastic. And that's what makes those bracketless panels fit. I'll just bring out the old frames. Might as well have them out. Main issue is that they're still kind of dusty. That's okay. Just got a vacuum down here somewhere. Yeah, so those are the old mill frames working during wondering how I'd convert it. You want to convert to the bracketless panels. Yeah, so I made a video on well, I made a couple of videos on the bracketless panel mod. It's on my YouTube channel. Yeah, basically it's taking pump it up center frame panels new rubber sensor channels, or you can use the old rubber sensor channels if you're willing to work for you know, removing them, unsticking them somehow, and then getting some polycarbonate panels carved out. They also have to be drilled in the right place so that they would fit in the panels, the frames, I mean. But these were already made by someone, and I just happened to be able to grab them from him. So that was very fortunate. Yeah, so that's really it. Plus the artwork. I had to get my own artwork. Alright, what was I doing? Undoing the L brackets. That's what I was doing. Gotta make sure, be careful. Gotta be careful with not losing these screws. I've already lost a couple last time I was putting this back. It's like, oh, it just fell down and into the dust channels and never to be seen again. That's until I decide to go diving for them underneath the pad, which I don't want to do anytime soon. Alright, that's that L bracket. Go. Another thing to be careful of is not to step on the lights by accident. I've done that before. That was not pretty. Done it twice in my life, actually. Or I accidentally stepped into the panel area without an arrow on it, and I crushed the light. I do have a bunch of spares. Sensor channel. Need to keep those here. Oh, I'm gonna keep them as like an extra set. Who knows when I would need them. You got neon or LEDs? Yeah, I got the neons, the CCFLs. All right, so that's one arrow panel. So now I got to undo the frame. There's four screws that hold them in. So the thing about these corner screws that I've found out by total accident, well, it's more like finding out the hard way. It's these corner screws are longer than the stock ones. Stop falling. God. Okay, so this screw here, this is what holds down the frames. Where is that one screw that I had? This one. This is the screw that holds down the original metal frames, and they're definitely much shorter in length than the new ones for the center panel frame. And these are needed because the height of the corners is much higher. That one already. Okay. Alright, that's one frame down. Basically keeping the sensors attached because I just like where I put them. I've put these sensors in their specific places in purpose because of how sensitive they are. Yeah, so this right here is the pump it up center panel frame. There's 4 of them in here. There's a bunch of adhesive marks from trying to use the 3D printed sensor channels, which I'll show you here. These are, I don't know if you've seen these on Facebook, but somebody made these 3D printed sensor channels. They're basically a replacement for the traditional rubber sensor channels. And these are made of rubber, these are made of some sort of plastic, and this is supposed to replace the L bracket too. You just take this rubber sensor channel, put the sensor on top here, and put the topper here, and the panel just presses down on this part to activate the sensor. But not going to be using these anymore. Because the metal frames, they still have the rubber sensor channels in there. All right, so for that panel, this we can just put one back in. Could do this one. Let's see. Which one do I want to put in first? Maybe this one. Oh. Fan blowing it in, all the dust in my face. Let's go with trying to pick out which side has the best sensor channel. Nice fresh one for the inner sensor. Supposed to be this way? I guess it doesn't matter entirely. I could basically just like rotate them however I want, or I could put them in like the non-worn down side, the inner part. Might make it feel fresh. Yeah, so I can tell on the frame. So I think on the frames, they were originally painted white or something. Let me get some dust off of here. Fresca, thank you for the subscription. Did I read that right? Yo, Fresca, thank you very much. It's also a raid, but Twitch won't show it. Hey, thank you for the raid. Thank you for the subscription. Who else is there? Is that Knock? What's going on? Welcome to the stream. How's the pad modding going? Oh, I'm just basically getting started. So I was getting a frame here to explain. So this frame here, I don't know if you can see it, but you can see where it's worn down. I think my theory is that these frames, they were originally like spray painted white, and you can tell where it's worn down, because these corners are just bare metal here, and where these upper ones, they kind of have some white paint on them, and that part is not as worn down, and that, my guess is that those are the outer parts of the frames that don't really get stepped on, at all. And it is my opportunity now to put these back in and put the non-worn sides towards the center. Maybe it'll make the pad feel fresh, I guess. But what I'm doing, this extreme pad modding, is basically taking what I've done with the bracketless setup and hitting Control Z on everything. It's so extreme that it's just going back to the beginning again. Yeah, and enjoy your stay. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the raid. Hope you have a great time watching me dig through my pad. Okay. I'm basically getting one arrow settled in at the moment. That mouse 2379, thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. Alright. Sensors in their place. I'm basically just gonna do the L bracket stuff after I put all the sensors and stuff in. Frames and then the sensors, since that's the most tedious part in my opinion. Alright, sensors in, it's all good. Alright, so I got the L brackets out over there. Alright, it's which arrow is next? I'll do my left arrow. Left arrow is getting Control Z'd. I mentioned before using a magnetic screwdriver. Huge lifesaver. Huge lifesaver. It has saved me from getting my screws, losing my screws, just falling through the gaps, going under the pad to never be seen again. That's one L bracket. I've got 3 more panels to go. Pad modding. Pad maintenance. Fun of being an arcade cab owner is maintaining your pride and joy. Putting the work in to play a game. A giant machine that can play one type of game. I read that description from somewhere. I think it was a tweet. Like, you got, look at these arcade machines, looking at like a Pac-Man or a Galaga machine. Like, you got this big ass box that only plays one game. But hey, if you got a Pac-Man Galaga 2-in-1, you can play 2 games. If you got a DDR cabinet, you can play Dance Dance Revolution and In the Groove. Or Step Mania. Come on. What are we doing? I also love these 3D printed L bracket holders. Makes things so much easier. I don't know if you know why, but I'll show you in a sec. After I get this one out. A little piece of education coming up soon. Always happens. Alright, so I've got this L bracket here. This is what basically presses down on a sensor. Panel goes on top, puts pressure down, and the underside, this is what goes on the sensor, and you press down, and that's what activates the sensor. But what holds this thing in, there's 3 holes here, and normally you have 3 of these tiny ass screws, and there's a spacer. There's a little tiny spacer. I don't know if you can really see it, but let me separate it here. There's one tiny screw, and one tiny spacer. You've got 3 of those, and you basically have to really precisely figure out how to put this tiny screw into the screw holes on the side, and have to fight your way through this damn dust cover, which they don't really have in new machines anymore. They got rid of those, but I really can't be bothered to remove them. I just deal with it. Normally, you secure those L brackets in with these 3 sets of screws, but instead of doing that, you can use these 3D printed brackets, hold those in, and they've got the holes lined up for you, so you don't have to like do some sort of brain surgery to get that screwed in. Whoa. And it keeps it all in place. It's really nice. Oh, should have worn a mask. It's dust. I think I might do that. I knocked a lot of dust out from one of the frames. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm protected now, but it might be too late because I already inhaled dust. Alright, so what's next? Alright, so I've removed the L brackets from left arrow. Take the sensor channels out. Remove the sensors from them. Just knocking off all the dirt and stuff. Fresh sensor channels. I'm gonna take the frame out. Where's my screwdriver? Screwdriver. Undo this frame. By the way, how is everyone doing tonight? Fresca, if you're still around, how are things going? Hope everyone's still staying safe out there. Pretty good? That's good. Am I reading that right? Yeah, pretty good. I saw that are you doing like pole working? Like working at the poles or something? Finally played on my... sorry, chat's so far away. Play on my LTEC again since I'm working too much to play DDR this week. Oh, yeah. Yes, I am. Nice. You're doing a great service. Thank you very much. Hope you stay safe out there, too. Hope people are friendly enough at the polls. 3 days of early voting this week, and then election day. Oh, I still gotta send my ballot in. I've got my mail-in ballot. Oh, do your civic duty, if that's your thing. I did some type of duty just earlier today. Alright, I can take this frame out now. Go! Frame number 2 is out. That's beat up. That's scratched. That's the downside of having plastic frames. I don't know who made Stepmania, but I think they should make Stepmania to the polls. Yes. Step your way to the polls. I did mail it in since they send one to all the poll workers, but I'm just going to drop it in the early voting site tomorrow. Yeah, I think my plan is fill that thing out and drop it off at Town Hall. I think that's the only place that does like the drop-off stuff. I'm not sure how. Oh, hydrate. I got my hydration device. Thank you, mouse. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna drop it off at Town Hall because I don't know how much I trust the mail system to work right now, because I was tracking my I looked up my ballot tracking, and they mailed my ballot out on the 9th, and I didn't get my ballot until like late last week. So I think the 15th, 16th. Took several days to go from wherever, like Town Hall. Is that where they distribute it? My state only does it only does paper ballots, by the way. There's no electronic ballots. Officer working steadily, but the distribution plants are still getting hurt by those fuck-ups. Yeah, it's unfortunate to hear all that's gone down with the mail system. Alright, so second frame going in. Back home you go, buddy. Oh, there's a big heaping thing of dust. How did I miss that? Just gonna scrape it all out of here. You're out of here. You're out of here. Get out of here. Get that dust out of my channel. Yeah, so now my current frame placement strategy is placing the unworn sides towards the inner part of the pad. So probably play much nicer. Mailed out the bell on September 24th and didn't get back early October. 600K ballots. Wow. Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, I think that our town, I don't know if they do it by county or town, but my town itself has like 65,000 people or so. I guess that's a lot for a town. All right, next. All right, gotta put the sensors back in. Sensors. Sensor back in. Inner sensor. Okay. Inner sensor. Corner sensor. Yeah, that's the thing I gotta do. I gotta actually secure these in place. Can actually use. Oh, where'd it go? Fresh set of screws for the frames.
Here comes baby.
Uh-oh, here comes Freckles. Hi, Freckles.
Come on, Freckle. Just minding my own business. And then I hear
Oh,
out of Freckle.
Freckle farted.
You know,
Freckle farted.
Freckle farted.
Yeah, so, yeah, I can't forget to actually secure these in place. It would be bad if I did not do that. There's like a dust clot in this one here. Hopefully that's okay. Hopefully that doesn't get in the way. That seems fine. That seems fine. Okay. This wiring to not look like crap.
That's a good poop.
One screw per corner. Ow.
Freckle go poop.
Yeah, Freckle's trying to poop out there. She's got to do her business.
Freckle go poop. Please. No, no bark. Go poop. Oh my gosh. Why won't you poop?
Looks like there was a screw already there. Now that you sub, you can throw some freckles in the chat. Give her some moral support in this trying time. Where's get that dust cloud out of here. Okay. Frame should be secured in place. It's all good. All right. We move on. Next panel. Next panel. Got two more. Two more to do. Two more to undo. Two more to undo. Still a lot of screws to get through. 3, 6, 9, 12. 12 screws per L bracket. Not per L bracket. There's 3 screws per L bracket, 12 per panel. Oh! Thinking a lot about Tribal Trial. You played Tribal Trial? She pooped?
Yep.
Good job. Good job, Freckles.
Just took off with my slipper.
You finally did it.
Give it back, Freckle.
The mad pooper.
Freckle, you mad pooper.
He is mad and
Stop.
a pooper. My God.
You need the
What?
Yeah.
Freckle, you're going nuts.
All I did was wipe her butt. And now she's amped up.
She's hype.
Heck yeah, you got a clean butt. Yeah! You got a clean butt. Yeah! Oh my gosh!
Holy shit. What?
We know that you have a clean butt. Yes,
Thanks
you
for
have a clean butt.
thanks for telling us, Freckles.
You have a clean butt. Yes. It's great.
That's nice,
Wow.
dear.
She's at 300%.
Ah,
Freckle. Freckle. Hi. Freckle.
Freckle, you're hype.
Hey.
Good, Sigma. I came here for extreme. Where's the pad booze? Well, if you bring over some booze, I'll show you where they are.
Bring over some booze.
Yeah, Sigma's talking about pad booze. What's going on, Sigma? Threw on a pretty sweet show with Homarju the other night. Congratulations for another online shakunetsu. Pretty sick show. Ugh. Almost got this panel out. Oh, this screw was loose. No wonder it sounded squeaky. Third frame out. Third frame out. You're out of here. Great time. Now I prepare for the trip to Ohio Thursday. Ohio? What are you going to do in Ohio? Ohio gozaimasu. Now Colossal's canceled, right? Live with Sue for a month for fresh scenery. Can work remotely wherever, so why not? Need to get out. Oh, alright, cool. Well, have fun out in Ohio. What do they got out there? Piata? Do they have Wawas out there? And Sheets? What else can you get in Ohio that you can't get out there? Steak and Shake. Oh yeah, I forgot about Steak and Shake. How can I forget about Steak and Shake? Oh Ron, what's going on? How you doing? Jungle Gyms? What's a Jungle Gyms? Canes. Yes, Canes. Right. Oh yes, love Canes. I'm good. Nice. It's good to be good. One of the biggest supermarkets in the U.S. What? 2 locations in Ohio. They're the biggest. Why are there only 2 in Ohio? Jungle Gyms. I've never heard of Jungle Gyms. That's interesting. I'll have to look into that one. Is it like a Kroger, or it's like, how big is it? Like a Wegmans? 420. 420. Are you installing hacks into your pad? Yes, I am hacking my pad so much that it's just going to be stock again. What's up, Legendary Frank? Oh yeah. Next frame. Back in here again. Which side is the least worn? Least worn outside. Maybe this one? No. I feel like maybe this one, this side is the least worn out. No, maybe this way. Please allow me to blaze it for you. Go right ahead. Blaze it up. Gotta secure this one in. You can see that does not have a screw in it yet, but it will. One more in here. One more screw in this corner. In this corner. You're screwed. There we go. If I ever see you at round 1 ever again, I'll be sure to say hello. If it's ever safe to go out. Yeah. Yeah, maybe someday. I am gonna try to make a trip out to either D&B or round 1 soon, because I gotta unlock those songs. Before they go away, the opportunity goes away. I have to log into the game at least. I have to play 10 games to unlock one of the Ichika songs. One of the songs that are crossing over from Poppin to DDR. And I have to at least log into the game to keep those songs. How do you figure out, if anything, if all the machines are Japanese? Card system, they are in English. There's an English UI. On DDR, you can select the language. And the US versions are all localized. Yeah, same with 2DX too. You can select the language for 2DX. Drumania machine is all Japanese. Guitar Freaks. Yeah, with that game, kind of SOL. You just have to know where to go or have someone show you what to do. Because those are not localized for us. I think DDR and 2DX are the only ones that are actually purposefully localized and have the option in game to select the language. Install the sensors. Place the sensors in the channel. Sensors are in. Come on. Get in there. Alright, sensors in. Good here. Now, the last panel. Last panel to mod, undo, Control Z. Full set of screws here. You gotta be careful not to lose any of them. There aren't that many. Alright, as in like I don't have that many spares left. Man. I think all that work, all that money, that research that I've spent on making these into a bracketless setup, turns out it turned out to not really be what I thought it was going to be. And it was something that seemed great in theory. But, like, it works for Pump It Up. They're the ones who did it. Like, wow, so innovative. Why doesn't DDR do that? Well, there's probably some reasons why they didn't go with that design and stuck with their 20-year-old technology. Well, not 20. 22. Oh, what, hold on. Okay, I did not lose that. Okay, good. 22-year-old technology. You believe DDR is going to be 22 years old? Dance Revolution, 22 years old. Huh? Is that just sticky? Yeah, that's sticky residue. Ugh. Oh, the fun part is adding the foam mods back again. Oh. You know how fun that is. Oh, come back. Baby, come back to me. Come back. Oh. Okay, four sets of L brackets. 4 sets of sensor channels. Oh, geez. Oh, I know that song. Yeah, it's been a while. I haven't thought about that song in a long time. It just came to my mind for some reason. You can see into the other, like underneath the metal panels, and I gotta say, they're a lot cleaner than I imagined they'd be. Not a lot of dust underneath. I did clean it out before, but I can still see, like, there's not a lot of rusting or wear and tear. Just wherever this machine came from, wherever it's sat around, it's virtually untouched. And that's pretty neat. Oh, this was the frame that I had trouble with getting into the pad in the first place. I was like, it's as if this panel specifically was the smallest out of all of them. Either that or the frame was bigger. Alright, which side is the least worn out? Looks like, so the paint is on this corner here, that side. So that's going to go on the inside. Freshest part of the frame going on the inside. Sensors. Sensors. Twist this way. Sensors are in. All sensors are in. I'm gonna secure the frame now. There's so many of these screws. Screwdriver. Where's my screwdriver? Where is it? I found it. Oh, there's a screw already in this frame. No wait, I was working on this one. There's a screw already in here. See how worn this one is. Oh yeah. I mean this screw doesn't look too bad, so maybe I can just keep that one in there. There were a few screws that I pulled out from the frames. Initially, it looked pretty terrible, not in great shape. So I had to throw some of those out. There's this. That one seemed fine. And this one, this frame overall, in good shape. Alright. Okay, all of the frames are put back in. Sensors are put back in. Now before we put the L brackets back on, we're gonna foam mod them preemptively. Preemptive foam mod. We're gonna do a little arts and crafts. It's okay, I'll be right back. I gotta wash up a bit and I gotta get the foam. Where's my pad modding stuff? Turns out it was right in front of me this whole time. Oh. Alright, what do we got here? So, what method are we going with? So I have like a bag of like pad modding stuff. There's like weather seal, all this weather seal, tape, all this tape, foam tape. It's weather seal tape. That method that I've been using has worked for me for a while. Because I got all this foam that I'm just gonna cut up, tape down to the brackets. And that's good enough. So I've got 2 sheets of foam. I think that should be enough. Gotta hydrate. Hydration. Okay. All right. Scissors. Scissors. I got foam. Got L brackets. Just need one of these to make the template. Let's start. Gotta make the template here. 1 piece of foam to rule them all. 1 piece of foam. Alright, so just gonna cut this out. I'm gonna cut it in the shape of top L bracket. Alright. This piece here. This is gonna be my template piece. So what's gonna happen? So I've got all these L brackets. It comes with foam on top. This is the original stock foam. Usually people they peel this off, they scrape it off or whatever, but I'm gonna keep this on. It's gonna be fine. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add this piece of foam here. Well, I'm gonna cut out other pieces of foam, but I'm gonna keep this as a template. This goes on top, and I've got where's my gaffer tape? Oh, so I got a huge roll of gaffer tape here. This is what I do. Take tape and just like take the length of the tape, like, let me see, the length of the foam here, and I'm going to basically wrap this part around so that it sticks on both that side and that side. Are you gonna do that hinge mod? What? Hinge mod? What do you mean? Yummy Amarillo. What's going on? It's a new mod that someone made that puts hinges on the panels. What? Like door hinges? Who put door hinges on their L brackets? What a mad lad. I've never heard of that being done. But you can try to link. I don't think I have Nightbot set to ban links. But if I view it, I'll have to mute it so I don't disturb the stream. I'm just cutting foam right now. I think that's the right width. Alright, so I got the template here. Basically, I gotta take account of how thick the scissors are, kind of make it, line it up just short of where the template ends, so that I don't make it too long. I'm gonna do this end. So that's an actual edge. So I've got two pieces now, excluding the template. Let's see what this link is.
Ah.
Are they talking in this video? Because I have it muted. Oh, Ryan Stetson. Say no more. That kind of explains everything. What? Okay, no. No, 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 no. Like, we were just talking about how some of his methods were really big-brained earlier. But that takes it even further. Yeah, if you want actual, literal, extreme pad modding, he's the one to do it. Oh, hinges, hooks, plastic circles. Now that's extreme. That's extreme pad modding. If I do say so myself. Yeah, everyone else, you can check that out. That's something. Okay. cut out the rest of this foam here. Let's see. Actually dig the hinges on the panels. Yeah, I get why he does it, but how did he attach it? Was it like, did he literally like screw in the hinges to the panels? Did he have to like drill them in? Oh, oh, that. See, doing stuff like that, like irreversible mods. Part of me hurts, because you know, if there's for any reason you ever want to undo, switch back the mod, like what I'm doing right now, I'm basically Control-Zing my mod. If I ever wanted to undo anything like that, I can't. If I do something drastic like that, like routing the panels, or drilling into the panels, countersinking, stuff like that, there's no reversal. I can't snapshot the mod and just like decide, oh, I don't want it anymore. And but I could with this bracketless mod. I made sure that whatever I did was able to be undone. Because I was not 100% sure or sold on if I would like this mod. Alright, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 foam pieces. 8. Move 3 more reds. Foam pieces. Got the foam. Got the foam. I'm going to line it up. I'm also kind of eyeballing it a little bit. But I'm going to make sure it's not too wide. So I don't want it to like spill off of the bracket. It should get me a total of 8 reds. 4, 8, so that's 8 red foam pieces to put on the L brackets. And I can start attaching foam to the L brackets. By the way, I dig the shirt. Oh, thanks, Macho Gang. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, one of them's the template piece. So I got 8 pieces of foam. All right, let's pick out. Got some L brackets. Oh, this one's already kind of sticky, so maybe let's start with this set. So I'm gonna take which one of these brackets goes where? Wait, what the? Does that go? That goes there. So what I'm gonna do is take this L bracket, this foam piece here, this foam piece, and over here. Let me get my roll of tape. Here's my roll of tape. Okay, and the reason I use gaffer tape and I like gaffer tape is because of how easy it is to rip off with your hands. If I had duct tape, I would need scissors or something. I can't really easily rip it off with just my bare hands. So I can just take this, measure out, kind of eyeball it here, like this long here, and let's take that and rip off a piece. Gaffer tape makes that easy. So what I can do here, what I wasn't able to really do well enough before was kind of wrapping this around the top, because if I was too lazy to really take out all the L brackets and mod all these individually. So what I can do now is I can actually take foam and just kind of sandwich this in between the gaffer tape and the L bracket and just wrap this part underneath. So now I've got the foam inside. Got that extra layer that you need. That should be enough as a base layer of modding with the foam. And the base layer is there just to keep that piece of foam in place. So now with this new surface here, it's not vulnerable to being peeled off like the original foam. If you stuck tape directly on it and peel it off, it's gonna chip. It's going to peel off pieces of the foam. It's going to compromise the quality of the mod, the squishiness, feedback. It's not going to be a good thing. So what I've done here is now I've created a new surface so that I can add layers and layers, however many layers I need of the gaffer tape to be on top, and I can put it down and I can easily peel it off if I decide it might be too much modding. So now I can take this L bracket, put it here, just as a placeholder. Just gonna place it before I do the final securing of the L brackets. Alright. I gotta repeat this again. Take the tape. Measure it out. Measure a little bit more. stringy piece of gaffer tape. The downside of gaffer tape is that because of how it's constructed, it's kind of like stringy. So when you peel it off the roll, there's some like stringiness to it. And if you don't take off the strings of tape, there's going to be some like residual stickiness from like the sides of the tape, and that's going to get on your panels if you don't clean it up, and that will cause a mess for you, because it'll get stuck underside the panels. It'll make your sensors get stuck if it kind of creates like a, sticking effect. Gotta make sure that all parts of, the top can be non-sticky, nice and dry. Alright, second done. A bunch more to go. Gonna be a long night of pad maintenance. Good luck with it. And thanks for coming by. I know it's a long, drawn-out, tedious process, but thank you for joining me for as long as you did. It's basically streaming this to make a VOD. That long. Okay, got that. All right, it's 3. At least I'm not doing the entire pad. I only have to do one side. It would have been a really long night if I had to do both sides. I stopped short of just doing one side with the bracketless mod, because I was trialing it and not totally committing to it. Okay, so that long. Some tape peeling ASMR. Some ASMR. Okay, go. That's the set of 4. Set of 4 for one panel. On to the next set. Here. Slanted that, but whatever. should still be fine. It wasn't entirely long enough. These pieces aren't completely wide enough either. Maybe I should have gone a little more generous with the foam pieces here. It's one piece. Second bracket. I make this one my inner bracket. That was a pretty good roll there. Let's see. Oof. That was a stringy piece. Piece number 3. It's number 4 of the set. I might make this one the bottom piece because that one looks worn out to heck. Just don't want that to make things uneven. So I'm going to set that as the bottom of the bottom. Down, outside sensor down arrow. Another stringy piece. It's okay. It's only one strand. Don't stick to yourself. There we go. It's a good roll. This one's going to be my outside sensor. All right. Halfway done. Oh, we are halfway there. Where's my blue foam? I'm gonna make my blue piece here. I'm gonna color coordinate with the arrows where they belong. Alright, so I can afford to make the foam pieces a little wider, a little bigger, more surface area. Cut this a little wider than what I have as the template. Still need this as a guide. Come on. Stay the course. Kind of still just like eyeballing it. But looks like it turned out okay. Looks fine. Now we got a larger template piece. Two, three. Got our first 3 pieces here. Three blue foams. Oh, this is real exciting. 3 blue foams. Gonna make 3 more blue foams. I can hear Freckles upstairs. Running around, playing with something. This piece. Down here. Okay, so now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. Got 2 more to make. Got can probably make extras too, just in case. Because I don't like some pieces for some reason. Oh, that's too wide. That might be okay. Oh, I think we're good. We're Gucci. Alright. So that's probably gonna get us the amount we need. Have our completed foam mod before testing it, that is. So we definitely have to test the panels after we put the L brackets back on. Gotta make sure they're sensitive enough. Alright, so we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces. So we can discard one of them. Which one? Which one can I get rid of? Don't need that one. Alright, first L bracket. That is. Let's find the crappiest one, shall we? This one looks pretty beat to hell. This one really worn down. Lots of torn up pieces, lots of chunks of the old foam coming out. So that's gonna be our outermost L bracket. Good thing I have so much of this tape. I've used so much of it over the years. I've probably had the same roll for almost 10 years. The same roll of tape I've had since a little after I got my first DDR machine. Korean cab back in 2009. 2009. To learn the joys of pad maintenance, cabinet repairs, all the fun stuff about owning an arcade cabinet, learning about multimeters, electrical stuff inside the cabinet. And it was fun because I watched some shit blow up in the Korean cabinet. Oh. It's your username, Cliffy81. Hello, welcome to the stream. How are you doing tonight? Or today? Whatever your time zone might be. Were you hit by the DCMA Twitch wave today? I saw people getting that email. I have not received one yet. At least not since I've checked like a few hours ago. But I haven't been playing any copyrighted things this stream. Definitely have like the few other streams, and you know, almost every stream I do, Stepmania stream that I do, has some sort of copyright material, but I haven't seen anything yet. Alright, so we've got our first L bracket. This is the worn out piece of shit one. So this is going on the outside. Very outside. This one is another beat to hell one. It's got some pieces ripped off. So that next one is going to be on the other side. But yeah, did you, I don't know what you stream. Are you streaming Stepmania 2 or some sort of music game? Did you get hit by that email? I don't know how many people did. I've seen other rhythm game streamers post about it. Or are you a narc and gonna report me for playing copyrighted material? I'm just kidding. Unless. Okay, second piece. this one's gonna be an outside sensor bracket, so it's gonna go all the way over here, the outer edge. Next one. This one's not too bad. This one's not very worn out. No, I haven't. I have on YouTube for non-rhythm game things though. Yeah, YouTube's been like that for a while. Like I export stuff to from Twitch to YouTube, and usually they just say that, oh, they're gonna, the copyright holders are gonna like play ads on my content and just like collect their monetization that way, which is like, okay, whatever. As long as I don't get a copyright strike. Like, a strike is different from a claim. It's okay if they just claim it and be like, whatever, collect your money and be on your way. Copyright strikes hurt a lot because they disable your features and stuff, and you have to like do an appeal. I've gone through that before. There was like one video I used to have. It was for like an Exit Tunes track, and they thought the copyright holder, like I don't know if it was like a manual claim or whatever, but it gave me a strike. It was for like an Exit Tunes version of Now Loading Sky. And I think it was like an anime theme song or something. And I actually like put in an appeal. Like, the copyright holders for that specific song was like, oh, trying to like report me for putting up a video of that containing their original song, and I'm like, no, this is a Exit Tunes remix. It is not your original song, and it actually worked. Well, the appeal actually went through and got approved, but I took the video down anyway because I thought it was not worth all the trouble. Reverse demonetize, yeah, they just like basically cripple your channel. Like, oh, you can't live stream on YouTube because you got a copyright strike. Well, great. Perfect. Next L bracket. Next L bracket. But yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do with Twitch. There's gonna be a lot of rhythm game streamers, streamers that play music, like DJ music or produce music. Like, what if someone on Twitch was like streaming, making a remix of a song, or just like DJing and playing a song, or a game happens to play a song that they actually licensed for the game, but Twitch will think, oh, you're just playing the song by itself with no context, and it's a copyrighted song. Like, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna fight that? Freckles, settle down.
Come on, Freckle.
Freckles, go upstairs. Yeah, it's like, what can you do? What can you do in that situation? Like, I don't know what Twitch has planned with this this change, this whole thing all of a sudden? Like, are they really gonna start cracking down on copyright stuff? 'Cause I feel like that's a losing battle, uphill battle. We barely have a platform at that point. Like, why even play video games at that point? Playing a video game and broadcasting it, that's broadcasting copyrighted material. Like, what are you gonna do about that, Twitch? Gonna assume that everyone has the rights? Where was I? This bracket here. Like, I've only just seen the initial reactions to the email that they sent out, so I haven't really looked into what that is all about just yet. Like, I will have to at some point, because that may affect me because of what I play and what I do. Just by like that very nature. Alright. Bracket. Where is this one gonna go? Left or right? Let's go with this one here. Got 3 more brackets to go. 3 more. 3 more brackets. More tape. Come on. Like, if anything, you could just play DDR original songs the entire time, and they're not going to copyright strike you for that. Because that's... a lot of those those tracks are not part of the copyright algorithm. So there is a way around it. Like, I've found that most DDR original tracks don't get flagged. Because I don't think Konami does anything with, like, registering that kind of stuff. Like their music library to whatever YouTube's copyright algorithm is. But there is some weird stuff like Dragon Blade and NGO that I've seen that gets flagged. I think it just depends on the artist. I've definitely gotten flagged for uploading NGO new new generation because of this, because of the artist. It's like, why bother? The songs are kind of jank. But whatever. Guess you just can't really upload anything like NGO or New Generation then. Oh no. But yeah, like, but DDR licenses though, those are a no-go. Unless maybe they're like the 20th anniversary versions. I don't think those are subject to the copyright algorithm. It could be a case that it's like too new, but I also think that it might be safe enough because those mixes were made for the game and not as like an individually released track. But who knows? What do I know? I'm not a copyright lawyer or anything. So don't really take my word for it. I'm just going off of my experiences and my experiences only. It's not take my word as gospel. It's just what I've seen from my years of uploading DDR content for years. One more bracket to go. We're almost there. Wow. Oh, this is a fresh looking one. This one held up pretty nicely. There's still some like residue here. That's okay. One last one before we start securing the L brackets back into the frames. Oh. This one, did I make that one too short? No, that one's fine. That one's fine. Go. Every bracket is now foam modded. Finishing L brackets. Now, the fun part. The worst part. The fun and the worst part is putting it back together again. Yep. Gotta do some precision screwing. Alright. All the screws that I've undone are right in here. And what I have to do is take all these 3D printed L bracket holders, secure the brackets in. It's just gonna take some time. That's how it's gonna be. it's gonna be a game of just like lining this thing up and getting the screw in. Usually once you get one in, you should be able to get the rest in. Where is it? Where are you? Screw hole. Ah. Is it there? This is why I dread this part. It's impossible to see where you're putting this thing in. But fortunately, once you get one in, the rest will follow because the holes will line up. They will line up. Is that stripped? What is that doing in there? Do not want to use strip screws. You can help it. Those are not fun to deal with. A stripped screw is no good. Just throw it out. Save you some headache. Alright. Oh, there's one. Oh, long process. I do 4, 8, 12, 16 of these total. How's it going tonight, chat? No quiet today. Anyone who's stopping by, hope things are going all right with you. Hope you're having a good night on twitch.tv. Twitch.television. I do 2 of these at a time for now, because I know I'm short on screws. Save the ones that really... Oh no! Don't lose that. Don't lose those screws. Oh. Losing feeling in my ankles. Just having to crouch like this. Got it? I got it. Ah, such a crapshoot. It's going. I'm trying to stay awake so I don't fuck up my sleep schedule. Oh, I understand. Because you got a late work schedule, right? doing like an overnight or something. What the hell? What is wrong with this one? Alright, I got it. It's going in now. It's weird. That one's a little off kilter. That might be fine. Might just get away with 2 screws in this one. It's not really going to be hitting the outside sensor much. Yep, yeah. I cannot imagine working an overnight. I feel like something like that would ruin me. Overnight life. Ugh. It's like people just getting out of work during like McDonald's breakfast time. Like I've been to McDonald's at like 4 or 5 a.m. before, and there's always like people like who are like just getting out of their work. It's like, geez, can't imagine living that life. Or even like people going to McDonald's at like 1 in the morning getting coffee. I'm like, damn. What's wrong with this one? This one's off filter as well. Come on, you can get in there. Good. Good. Alright. Alright, we good on this one. Brackets fine. Okay, so all those secured. Next up, left arrow, left arrow, left arrow. I should one day just get rid of these dust covers, as they don't actually do anything other than just be in the way. But I think they're designed to help protect the lights from getting dust in them, but you know, dust seems to find a way to get into the lights anyway. I get off. It's too late, but also too early for my fast food stuff to be open. Get off work. Oh man. Yeah, that's like, imagine like everything being closed once you get out of work, so you can't even like go out to get something to eat. Options are like super limited. You gotta live in some place that has like a 24-hour something. So what if you're doing overnights and somewhere and there's like nothing open? Like, what are you gonna do? Like, what if you don't want to go back home and cook something? Can't go out to get anything. Gotta go to like to another town to a gas station or something. If those are even open. Oh. Hello, new user. Pinch the Grinch, new to Twitch, had to re-sign in other username to chat. Took me a while to figure it out. I'm interested, to say the least, to know how much work goes into maintaining a DDR pad. I would like to own one eventually. Oh boy. Oh boy, it's a rabbit hole to go down. 24-hour stuff, reduced hours because of COVID. Oh, so it's not even 24 hours anymore. Yeah, that's the sucky part. So 24-hour places just literally cannot be 24 hours. But Hinch the Grinch, thanks for coming by the stream. I'd be glad to talk to you about DDR pad maintenance. It's to sum it up, fuck ton of work. There's a lot to learn. There are a lot of resources. Well, there are some resources online you can look up. There's some videos. There are some videos you can check out about pad modding, pad maintenance, but they don't really tell you like all the other stuff that comes with owning a machine, or like owning an arcade style DDR pad like this. Well, this is an arcade machine, so this is the entire stage, cabinet, there's everything. The whole thing. So you gotta learn about not just the pads, but everything that's going on in the cabinet itself, like all the electrical stuff, the computer that goes inside it, like the hardware that runs the game. Nowadays it's just computers, but before it's there's like a system called a PCB. The System 573 is like basically PS1 hardware. That's what ran DDR first through Extreme. Supernova ran on like PS2 hardware, and DDR-X and above, that runs on like pretty much a literal PC. But other than that, there's like, costs for moving the machine, cleaning it, like modding it to your liking, replacing parts. There's just a whole deal you gotta learn, and it's something that you can pick up along the way. It's not really that difficult once you like really get into it. It just seems, it'll seem pretty overwhelming at first, but I also learned along the way. I think anyone can. A lot of it really just starts with the pad maintenance stuff, and they learn more and more about the entire machine as they go along. Because everyone will have some sort of method or opinion on what is the best way to mod a pad. It's a lot of it comes down to personal preference on the method. Some people like to add foam like I do. Some people don't like adding foam on their L brackets. Some people don't like. Some people like to use different types of sensors, like FSRs. Some people just don't like the DDR pads in general and prefer something like an in the groove Dedicab, which is pretty similar, but using it's kind of different hardware. It's just different manufactured hardware. It's the same exact design. Not exact. There are some differences, but it's pretty much the same principle. But it all starts there because that's how you play the game. Like, the first thing you interact with is the pad, and people who want the best performance in the game that they're playing, they want to know all about what they are playing with. So everyone's going to learn about the pad first, and everything else is extra. Like, learning about the cabinet is extra. You don't even have to learn about the cabinet until you own the machine yourself. Like hinges. Oh my god. Oh, someone else mentioned hinges earlier. Yami Amarillo mentioned the hinges. That's true extreme pad modding. It is a method. Oh, wait, what is this? What is this screw? Yeah, I don't know if you're like, I don't know how much you already know about like getting a pad or something, or maintaining arcade DDR pad, but it's a lot of work, a lot of manual labor, but once you figure things out, it's pretty simple. Oh my god, come on. Stay in place. Come on, jeez. There's just like a million different hacks that you can do. you could keep things traditional. You could go off the rails and do door hinges and stuff like that. You could put a lead cube in the middle of your pad. Just stick a block of ice on there or something. Keep your feet cool. I'm only on the third panel. The worst part. This is why I was so excited for the 3D printed sensor channels. I thought I wouldn't have to deal with L brackets anymore, but turns out they didn't work as well as I would like them to. So, doing the whole, doing this all over again. It's very tedious. That initial insertion here is the toughest part. I gotta be careful because I don't have spares of these screws. Not that I can remember finding. So I don't have a total complete set anymore. A few of them fell through the pad into the abyss, never to be seen again. Come on, get back in there. Let me in. I wish I had like a car jack or something, but for a DDR pad. Just like have something that can raise the entire pad off the ground, so I can work on it without killing my knees. Let's start this one. I know I'm down one of these three bracket holders. I gotta save them for the inner parts. Is this going in? No. Going in. Are you winning, son? There you go. this piece, this 3D holder, that's totally broken. Every little nub broke off. So I am down one of those. I don't know how that happened, but it's broken. Come on, what's wrong with this one? Is it not lining up? Should be lined up. Like, let's. Both screws here are secured in. There's no reason why this screw shouldn't be going in here. So I just not line it up right somehow. Whatever, I'll skip that one. Oh. The great thing about these two, they have the built-in stoppers, so that there's no way that you could screw it in too tight to have VL brackets not be able to move. I do wish these things were sturdier. It'd be cool if you could 3D print things but with metal. Wouldn't that be something? It's probably just good old-fashioned manufacturing. Get it? Yes. Good. Next one. I'm starting to run out of screws that I can reliably find. Oh, don't lose that. Don't have enough of you guys. Oh, that's not the right one either. I also gotta check the screws to make sure they're not stripped. Right, yes. There we go. We're getting close. We're at the home stretch. Getting so close. Alright, so now there's no more of the 3D printed versions. I gotta rely on the ones with individual spacers. And that's going to be placed outer bottom sensor, because we don't really care about that one. So that can just go down there just fine. I wonder if that screw is too far out. That spacer might be too big. No, there is a lot of room in that one. I wonder if that's safe. Got this one here. Oh, I forgot I know what I'm forgetting. We need the washer. Forgot the washers that come with it. That's the one piece I forgot about, because I don't need them with 3D printed brackets, 3D printed bracket holders. Is that you got the screw, the washer, and the spacer combination. You need all three to get this to be properly installed. And that's no. Don't lose that. Come back. Alright. Whew. Almost lost that one. So yeah, so this needs a washer to be properly installed. Without that, you don't have the right security or spacing. Like, if you don't have the washer, the L bracket can just come right off. And one more. There's a third one somewhere. Yep, I think I see it. I found the washer. Where is the screw and spacer that goes with it? There it is. Found it. Found it. That goes in the bottom here. Bottom. No! Why these are so annoying. So many little parts. They'll just go flying everywhere. If you don't get it right the first time, parts just fly everywhere. Careful too. Look. I think we got it. Oh. It's nice and tight. Alright. Almost done. Just gotta get the remaining ones here. Any ones that don't have 3 screws per L bracket and get the remaining screws. However many there may be left. Safe to use this one? Not sure. Threading on this one might be too long. I don't think this one goes with the L brackets. That one's too long. There's a couple in here that are too long. There's 3 that are too long. Oh, this one's fine. Inner brackets. This one's important. You gotta make sure that the inner ones are the ones that get hit the most. It's important that the inner bracket is the one that works perfectly. If it doesn't, then you're screwed. Just a few more left. Just a few more left. Oh, we're getting close. We're getting close. So close. We're near the end. Oh. Any other screws left? There's a few non-standard ones that I can put in. Another non-standard. Oh, my back. Oh, holy crap. I went out for errands this whole time, come back, you're still on this grind. Yeah, I'm doing this whole side. This entire side. They do have 3D printer with metal, so I thought. Ah, interesting, okay. Yeah, I was not aware that you could actually do that. I was kind of making a joke. This 3D printing is just, you know, smelting and manufacturing the damn thing. But if you can actually 3D print some metal, that's amazing. Oh. Is that all of it? At least all the ones I can find in here. The ones that are, all the screws that are usable. I think. There might be a few screws somewhere. This old pack here. This old pack of screws. There's some non-standard screws screws in here that I could possibly steal to fill in the gaps. I don't know how many of those I have left. There's a few still here from the old system. Oh, my dehumidifier's yelling at me now, telling me it's full of water. Oh. Yeah, pad modding, pad maintenance. It's a lot of dedication. You gotta see it. You gotta see it through. See the whole thing through. You don't want to half-ass the work, because you're gonna regret it later. Something will go wrong and you'll be like, oh, it'll be fine. I can just patch it up this way or whatever. But if you do the wrong kind of hack, you might have some undesirable results. But I think finally installed all of the L brackets. It's all done. Oh boy. Now I can turn on the cabinet and actually test this thing out. Let there be a light. Let's go. Dump this out real quick. We are closing in. Final hour. These out of the way. Don't need you in the way anymore. Bracketless panels be gone. Oh, alright. Place our old arrow panels back to their rightful place. This, what is it? Right arrow, right arrow. This one's my up arrow. Left arrow, down arrow. Alright, gonna wash up for a minute, be right back. It's back, baby. We are back. Oh. Let me switch things over here. Tony outside, thank you for the follow. Sorry I missed it earlier. Great. Take this off. Oh yeah, I gotta get the corner brackets to secure the outer parts. It's all good, man. Hey, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Alright, still gonna go with the no inner brackets method. You gotta secure these in place somehow. Otherwise the panels are just going to be flopping around. I'm going to get some variable sensitivity. I'm going to have a bad time. It's on the outside. Secure. Wind blowing in my face. Ooh, that feels real sensitive. Light that up arrow. Just tippy my toes. Just the tip of my toe. Light that sucker up. Honestly missed the familiarity of securing the brackets this way. It's much easier to deal with, honestly. I wish this Allen wrench fit these screws better. They're just a tiny bit loose, but it still works. But hex keys just, I like them and I don't. I like that it's less likely to strip the screw, but I hate how unsecure they are when you're like fastening them or like trying to open it up. Come on. Come on. Get in there. What are you afraid of? Yeah. Jeez. Get in. Let's get in the hole. Why is this one feeling so different? This. weird. That screw felt different from the rest of them. For some reason. I wonder if that's from the one Chinese set that I got off eBay years ago. Got a set of these like furniture fasteners, these furniture bolts. These are considered furniture bolts. The pump it up flat hex screws that they use for the brackets. They're just furniture bolts. M6 by 10. M6. M for metric. 6 for 6. I think millimeters. Is it millimeters? Or is it just the number of the type of the width? Is the diameter? $10 millimeter length. Oh, alright. It's in. It's all in. We are all in, baby. Oh. Oh my goodness. It has been a while. A long while. Oh. It only took 3 hours. In the groove, Dance Dance Revolution time, yes. Now, I can't simply just go through working on the pads without testing them out, so we're taking this thing for a test drive. Nothing too fancy though, because it's late. It's midnight. Got work in the morning. I'm gonna play a few songs just to test it out. I don't have a hair tie, so this is gonna be fun. See how much hair gets in my eyes while I play. Let's hydrate. Oh no, Twitch copyright strike. No! Twitch copyright. Can you play next 300? I can. But will I? It's the Grinch. Yeah. I can play Max 300, but will I play Max 300? I don't know about that. Minimum 300. Minimum. Can that just be like 150? Where's 150? Mo Shop. Moe Shop. Wait, you think you're gonna get copy strikes for these songs? For that K-pop song, yeah. to CMod this because screw you, Konami. Forgot how this chart goes. Definitely getting used to these pads again. Yikes! The F special, this chart is special. It's so special. I'm a STEM machine. I step up on the stage, get the MFC. MFC. God, no. Go with this one. Try out bracketing. Drop holds. Not used to stepping this wide anymore. I missed so many. Definitely not used to stepping that wide anymore. I didn't have to move too much on the bracketless setup. Yo, yo, hello. Hey, Shannon. Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Play songs with better steps. Yeah, right. Yeah, glad you could come by to actually catch me playing Stepmania for once. Hope you're having a nice night. Oh, thank you. Hope you are too. I had a 3-hour session of completely converting my pads back to the way they were. So basically just redid my entire one-player side. Now I'm just doing a little good old play test. Yeah, I know what you meant. Do not worry, I know what you meant. Cannot beat that score anymore. Wait, where's Hiccup? Isn't Hiccup in Five Guys? Five Guys, One Pack? No, that was in another. Is it Benpai? Ben, Notice Me, Benpai 2. Yeah, that one. I wanted to try to 99 this. I think if I get the brackets right, I can do that. Sixty 24, huh? I got punished for trying to jump it. It really just comes down to the 24ths. Kind of tripped up on that last one. It's just not ready for it. I was like, wait, what was hard about this? Oh yeah, that part. For having all this long hair, that wasn't too bad. Hope none of this copyright strikes me. something with foot switches. I could probably do foot switches again. Oh. I forgot what has foot switches now. We'll try my luck at more some bracketing stuff. Bracketing, foot switching. Crossover. Wow. Definitely will need some sensitivity adjustments, but so far it's been working okay. Foot switching. Seeing how you have them. You wanna touch my body. Now. It's like a lot of chart for the first pass. That's the only part I wanted to do. You wanna touch my body? Oh, can't wait to get my foot speed back up again. Should I try this? I think this will be funny. I might legit fail this. Impossible chart. Ah. Just when you thought doing D vision wasn't hard enough to do. Yeah, song's hype. Gotta give it to our lad Tanuki. Song. This seems like a nice chilled tune. Nice tune. Wow! You sly little rascal. Whoa. Okay. Split-second decision making. Not a chill chart at all. How did I even 99 this? 30 seconds. What the world? What in the world? I'm running back another song. I felt robbed. 99.53? How did I do that? What was I on? 99.53 is good, I guess. What did I do? Time to really put my bracketing to the test. Really, it's not the bracketing that I need to test, it's burning. Not a bad run, actually. It's the first time playing that song that I could feel like I could confidently do the brackets. Oh. He throws some light jazz in there for you. Yeah. Light jazz, you know, nice 256 BPM, 30 seconds jazz. Ah. Well, I can definitely get a better score on that. Once I get the fine tuning of the pads done, it'll be golden. But I think that'll be it for pad testing. Worked up a bit of a sweat already. Alright, that'll be it. That'll be it for tonight. I've managed to basically rehaul the entire player one side so that I can get my old setup back. The bracketless setup was just not working out too well for me. There were too many things that I didn't like about it that it just forced me to just Control-Z the whole thing and bring it back to the way it was before. And yeah, that's really it. Thank you everyone for coming by the stream tonight. Hope you had fun. Hope you enjoyed the pad modding and however many songs I got to play here. Yeah, thanks again for the new follows, subscriptions. Shoutouts to Fresca for the 6 months of subscription. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone else for stopping by too. Hope you all have a good rest of your night. I'll see you all in the next stream then. Take care. Good night. Bye-bye. See you all next time. Peace.